All right. Five, four, three, two, one. Happy New Year, Big D Country! And it's officially 2023 in Big D Country, by the way, at Big D Country side. No, it don't just start on December 31st like the whole rest of the world do. No. Big D Country's New Year starts during the State of Big D Country address. And that's what something that I'm getting right now. Yeah. So, welcome everyone to the Big D Country State of Big D Country address. Well, we have gone through some crazy times together. Last year, there were so many comedian deaths that almost tried to destroy my mojo. But we kept pushing and we kept moving on. There were some great interviews that we have during 2022. Also, we like to keep going in 2023. So we always need more guests. Always need more interviews. In 2022, there was a creation of Time to Laugh. Thanks to a comedian who wanted to come on to the podcast and wanted to talk about his new podcast. So, A Time to Laugh was born. Now, we look into the future of Big D Country. Now, we looked into what's ahead, what's beyond 2023. As you may know, as you may heard the coverage, you just heard of some of what I've been through, going through at Podfest. And this was my first time speaking in front of a live audience, in front of 131 people in a place called Pochikecha. Pochikecha was well attended. It was a standing room only room. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And because I got there like right during the second speaker, we was able to keep order. We was able to keep order. And that was amazing. That was amazing. And everybody that spoke after me was fabulous. The main person that I remember was speaking was fail it until you nail it. You know that's a saying about fake it till you make it. But this one, it just touched me all over the place because I'm so used to failing. And I'm going to have him on the podcast. He's going to be on the podcast. But he said the greatest words ever during PK during the first day of Podfest. And I said it during gratitudes. Fail it until you nail it. Awesome. Awesome. Now, we go beyond Podfest. And the goals of wanting to do more for the show. Enter the sheriff. Enter the sheriff. We're going to be doing more of wrestling. We're going to be doing maybe talk about game shows maybe. Who knows? There's always a possibility. And also, we have a brand new Supreme Court, and it's going to be headed by the one, the only of Albany, New York, Justin V. When I'll be announcing all the cabinet members, this is going to be amazing. 50 Country is going to be amazing. You know, the way I brand Big D Country is the way I brand things. And I always like to include the citizens of Big D Country within the branding. That's why I said the men are the nice, but they're killing it in the game. Which is my number one demo is men like 20 to 30 something or something like that. I forgot what it was, but the Knights are killing the game in a good way. Just like there's good ways of saying crazy, or, you know, in the YouTube world, there's a thing called calling good videos a banger, you know, just like that. But the fact of the matter is, let's do more. Let's keep going in 2023. Let's see where the horizon takes us. Let's see where Big D country soar. Let us fly into the future. We got this. And I would like to thank some people along the way. You know? Of course, as always, as ever. But before I thank her, I know I'm not always been perfect, and I always have my flaws, but I still would like to thank the Lord of Jesus Christ. I always say, when people saying that, oh, it's the king, it's the king, I've always say, I have a boss, and that's Jesus. Yes, I may curse a little bit, but it's either because I want to be funny, or it's because I get mad because sometimes the dream that I want to come true doesn't always come true fast enough, and there's no other way around it. I am not perfect. I am not a perfect Christian. I am not a perfect person. But you know what? You know what? If the Lord is still keeping me from getting hurt in any accidents or being shot or killed anywhere, then that's saying something. That's speaking volumes. That's saying something. Okay. I could have been in jail right now. I could have been in the real jail, not just in my apartment. Can't do anything. Can't go to a store across the street. Or around the corner, I should say. And the streets are too bad for me to cross that I have to spend money on rides to get to the store whenever I want some food. But he's also given me people, great people, to have to do this show to help survive. Even the night on Saturday, I had to yell for help when I was crossing the street just to get back to the embassy. People was finally helping me across the street because it was dark at the time I was coming back after the closing keynotes. You know? I just don't want the Lord to say, I never knew me, and then I'll be sent to hell. I just don't want to say that. I want to be at the right judgment. I don't want to be at the great white throne judgment. I want to be at the judgment seat of Christ. That's the right judgment. That's the right judgment. And I'm hoping that my name is in the Lamb's Book of Life. But I'm not perfect. I'm a human. I mess up every day. I mess up every single solitary day. I make long shots every single day. I'm not human. Okay? But I want to see my late wife again. And that's the second person I want to thank. My late Donna wife. She gave me the best couple of years in my entire life. 1 year is when we dated. And then the second year, the only year that we had together when we was married. And I know that I made some people cry when I talked about my wife during the presentation. But I wanted to talk about her because she was a co-host of the Big D Zone. She was the pillar. She was the princess. She was the original First Lady. She was the original. She was set to be queen of Big D Country. All short. All set too soon. All left too soon. And I still miss her this day. And I know on the 26th, 9:30 in the morning, whatever time that I went to speak, I don't know what they eat in heaven now. In the real heaven now. I don't know what they eat in the real heaven now. I know she was enjoying herself, watching me speak, watching me talk about her, and getting to tell the story. So, Teresa Denell Porter, I know you're listening to the State of the Union address from heaven. I want to say thank you. You made my dream of being a husband a reality. And you made a wish that I had come true. Although it was cut short, the ring that I had before I took it off was better than a World Series ring, better than a Super Bowl ring, better than a WWE, AEW title combined. Why? Because the love was there between us. The love was there. And there's not a day that goes by that I still miss you, man. And I go crazy when I get PTSD because of them terrible memories that got triggered. Even with with your mom, who I guess you're with her now. And I got triggered the other day. PTSD. So I want to thank you. To the GSP family. Provide my nights with entertainment. Something that I needed. And something that's helped me. Now, yes, I have the YouTube video. But if it wasn't for you, man, I don't know what would have happened. If it wasn't for the GSP family. We are bigger than DS. We are bigger than Evolution. We are bigger than the 4 horsemen combined. We are bigger than that GSP. We are bigger. We are united. We are together. We are family. And so, as citizens of Big D country, even though we mess up sometimes, even though we make a lot of long shots, even though I am not perfect, there are some times that Big D country has been weak at times. But I can say this from the bottom of my heart that Big D country, the state of Big D country, is stronger and stronger than ever before. Now, bring on the interviews. Bring on the NFL pickup 2023, 2024. Bring on the XFL. Bring on Leaders of Tomorrow once again. Live Good, a great affiliate that I signed up for, and it's very easy. Oh my God, very easy. Thank you, citizens of Big D country. I would like to thank you for your prayers. I would like to thank you for your dedication of listening to this broadcast and just being there for me, especially through my hard times, through my disappointments and my hurts. You know, I do this show for you. I would love to keep entertaining the best citizen on the net today. And now, please allow me to introduce your Prince Court, a.k.a. Prince Cabinet. Not necessarily in this order. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the Queen of GSP, Gaming Show Productions, and also First Lady of Big D Country. But just in case she happens to find somebody, even though I have a crush on her, and I have a crush on both of these ladies, but in case she finds somebody, she will be automatically the president of the Senate of Big D Country with full voting rights. That's right. Now, in the real Senate, the president of the Senate don't vote in the tie, but in Big D Country, the Senate has full voting rights, and as president of this Senate, just in case she finds somebody, she will have full voting rights. But right now, she is the first lady. She is the doctor. Yes, there is a doctor in the house. Dr. Irene Nehmer. Hey, the other sweetheart, who is now, and these positions are for life. This other sweetheart is now not only Madam President of GSP, but now she is Madam President of Big D Country, from the land down under, from Australia, the one, the only, sweetheart, Hola, and we have the prince, and we have the prince, oh yikes, long shot, and we have the Defense Department, and he is a wrestler who is hoping to have his dream to be an AEW, WWE someday. Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary of Defense, Adam the Tar Cologne. That's how I introduce him a lot of times. Ladies and gentlemen, he starts his term as lifetime governor of Big D Country. He is no longer the interim governor. He is the governor of Big D Country. Introducing Governor Noah Longmire. And the Supreme Court has now officially opened. From Albany, New York, all rise, the judge who is now Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Justin V. And now, we finally found an office that he could be president of. He liked this office because he could bring down the law. He is now law and order. He's going to be working in concert with not only the police department and also the Supreme Court. Well, let's just say he's sort of the FBI of Big D Country. The president of the Office of Law, Ethics, and also Fair Play. The one, the only, President Nick Dennison. And now, also, let's see, did I get everybody else there? Okay, I got the Secretary of Defense. I got the President and the First Lady. I got the Supreme Court. I got the law president. And now, here is, from the two best conferences that I ever go to and ever attend to. That's why I have two prime ministers in Big D Country. Well, since I'm here, I might as well tell you the one where I was at now. I'll introduce him first. From the land of the Sunshine State. This is podfest own Prime Minister within Big D Country, Chris K. of podfest. And now, the one where I will be going to on November, not November, long shot. I wish. The one where I'll be going to in August, the last part of August, but I will also be going to Podcast Movement Evolution on March the 6th. Actually, March the 7th. I'll leave it on the 6th again. Ladies and gentlemen, Podcast Movement and Podcast Evolution Zone. Jared Easley, Prime Minister. And you know, I wasn't going to announce this as an office because he really did unfair advantage, but I'm going to announce him anyway because I enjoyed his hosting abilities on Catch 21, and I still enjoy his comedy. And I'm going to be a man and announce him anyway, even though he is not in this office currently. We will see, but he is in impeachment property. He is in impeachment danger. But ladies and gentlemen, he was supposed to hold the office of education and comedy. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Eastwood! And now, the Secretary of State, which originally was supposed to be Nick, but now he's the FBI, the one who helped me get to Podfest on the day of the final keynotes. Ladies and gentlemen, your Secretary of State of Big D Country, Mohawk! And now, also, the flag bearer of Big D Country, the one that did the logos. So he is the Secretary of Interior. Ladies and gentlemen, artist extraordinaire, Zach! And ladies and gentlemen, always will be my queen, even though I miss her. And hopefully I'll find my new queen. But she's still part of Big D Country. Ladies and gentlemen, forever in my heart, forever loved. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Teresa Darnell Porter! I miss you. I miss you. I know you're in heaven, love. But Teresa Darnell Porter, you are still a part of Big D Country. This is the home of the best citizens in the net today. Escape to BigDCountry.com. Escape to BigDCountry.com. LiveGoodTour.com/BigDCountry. LiveGoodTour.com/BigDCountry. Welcome to 2023. This is Big D Country Invasion.